Yes. Lads and lasses, welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute, I can't even lie. Last upload was after the Champions League final, which was 12 days ago, nearly 2 weeks ago. So it's good to be back uploading another video. Big up everyone as always who's interacted with the channel, liked the vids, subscribed to your boy, and letting me know your thoughts in the comment section below. It's that time of the day, that time of the week, that time of the hour, match reaction. And this time it's in the World Cup. It's not Arsenal involved. It's not club football involved. It's international football involved. But before we get into that, don't let this, just because the World Cup has started, yeah, don't let that, don't forget that Arsenal are still champions. So big up Arsenal every time. Everyone put your prems on the table, put your medals on the table. If you haven't won a prem this year, then long day for you. But anyway, regardless, this is not an Arsenal chart. This is a World Cup chart, and really and truly, I can't lie, it's an interesting one because it didn't feel like the World Cup was actually starting today. I mean, I don't know, maybe because I was so, for me personally, because I was so invested with Arsenal, and it just for the longest time, it just didn't feel like the World Cup was coming soon, and even over the last couple of days, like I was just speaking to my dad on phone, and bro, well, like it just doesn't feel like there's a World Cup happening. But today morning, I woke up and I played a lot of World Cup songs, like a lot of songs from past World Cups on my speaker just to get myself gassed up for this event. And I actually got myself gassed. Got myself gassed, and I actually started looking forward to the game, looking forward to the tournament. Um, and listen, we are off to an all right start. We're off to an all right start. Mexico 2, South Africa nil. And listen, for many people who don't know, obviously big up Kenya every time. I mean, big up my Africans. Any team that's in Africa right now, we're supporting you. Morocco, South Africa, Senegal, Ghana, Cape Verde, Congo, Algeria. We're supporting you guys, man. Hopefully, you guys can go far. But I'm actually supporting South Africa this World Cup. But after today, bro, listen, questions need to be asked. Maybe I need to change my team because, bro, South Africa, you guys let me down today, man. You guys let me down today. It's as easy as that, bro. Because you guys started off well, man. You guys are playing some decent football, yeah. But it's the final third that's missing, bro. That's the thing. You're playing some decent. Because listen, yeah, the quality may not be there, yeah. But then you guys, I saw some pattern of plays, yeah, during that game that made me go like, yo, you know what? You guys have a decent style of play, yeah. It's just that your final your play in the final third is just not very good. That's the thing. And obviously Mexico took advantage of that. I don't think Mexico were quality today. They also play some very good football. Mexico. They have some techie players, but then I don't think Mexico were very good today. I think they did all right. They got the job done. But listen, they took advantage of, like, the first goal came from a mistake, bro. Keeper, listen, I don't think the first one was a hospital pass, but then the midfielder Sithole, if you know, you know, big up Sithole, man. He had a very mm-mm, he had a very city game, if you know what I mean. But regardless, we move on from that. Sithole, you need to do better over there, bro. You need to do better over there. You had enough time to pass it on to the next player, but you got caught in possession, and Mexico took advantage of it. They got 1-0 up early in the game. I believe it was would have been the ninth minute, bro. Ninth minute, Mexico go 1-0 up. And after that, I mean, Mexico, they were in a couple of times that the brother who scored, Julian Quinones, I believe he was a top scorer in the Saudi league. The guy who scored the first goal for Mexico, Julian. I don't know how to say his name. I just call him Julian. Julian. So Julian obviously put Mexico 1-0 up. They had a couple of chances after that. Some of them were half chances. Julian came close again uh, during that first half. He hit the post. But Mexico, they were in control of the game. I don't think at any point during that game Mexico thought that they were gonna concede because, as I said, South Africa, you guys are playing some decent football, but then in the final third, your play is just not very good, man. You need some more quality in that final third. So I feel like Mexico were comfortable. They didn't think that they were gonna concede at any points during that game. But yeah, so Mexico go 1-0 up, comfortable into halftime. Second half starts. South Africa, you do the same thing that led to you conceding the first goal, which was delivering another hospital pass. Keeper, this time you were in fault, man. The keeper was in fault because you were not really under no pressure, bro. Yeah, the Mexico player was pressing you, but then it's not like you were. If you feel like you were under pressure, put the goal for a goal, put the ball for a goal for flipping for throwing, bro. If you feel like you were under pressure, kick the ball out for throwing, bro, because you deliver another hospital pass to your player. He gets caught in possession. Luckily, that Mexico player, I forget his name. I think it was Gutierrez or something like that. I don't know. Um, he couldn't capitalize on that opportunity, and you guys were lucky not to be 2-0 down early in the first half, in the second half. But it still felt like Mexico. That second goal was coming, but then it felt like it was coming because it's not like South Africa were under a lot of pressure, but then it just felt like South Africa, you were not doing enough to threaten Mexico. And Mexico, they were getting in the final third. They should have basically, bro. Listen, Mexico, that second goal was coming, bro. The second goal was coming, and it did come in the 67th minute when Raul Jimenez he did very well. I believe it was must have been a header. The second goal, Raul Jimenez's goal was a header. Big up Raul Jimenez, his first goal in the World Cup, and it's good to see how he's come back from that incident that he had a couple of years ago. I believe it was 5.5, 6 years ago. Funnily enough, it was against Arsenal when he got into a collision. I believe it was with David Luiz and Jimenez. That was a very horror injury for him, bro, because it kept him out. It kept him out of football for a very long time, and we obviously see he plays with the headband these days, and it's good to see that. It's good to see him back in football, by God's grace, and he got his first goal in the World Cup and put Mexico 2-0 up. And from then on, it was just a matter of, are Mexico gonna get any more goals? Because at this point, South Africa were down to 10 men. Um, and then I don't know, the game started. The game just became all about banter after that, bro. After Mexico got that second goal, like the game just felt like when I was watching that game, it felt like I was watching. It reminded me of the days of back in the day, back in high school when we used to link up with the mandem after school and play a five-a-side game on foolishness, bro. That's what it reminded me of, bro. Because South Africa player, bro, the South Africa players, he slaps the guy, the Mexico player, gets a red card, second red card of the game because that guy he had actually just come onto the pitch and no did he obviously. He had just he just come into the pitch, gets himself sent off for slapping the Mexico player. What did he expect, bro? Like you can't really get away with that, bro, because it's clearly you can say it's soft, but then you clearly swipe your hand. You literally throw your hand. You literally whack your hand at the Mexico player. So you're always gonna get sent off for that. But that free kick, there was a free kick South Africa had. Why you passing it on to the player, man, like that, bro? Homie passed it on, and all of a sudden, bro, you're passing it on for Mexico to go into the counter attack. Like it just became a banter. The game just became banter, bro. It just became a banter football, bro. it literally became banter football, bro. After school football with the man, them, bro. That's exactly lunchtime football with the lads. That's the kind of game it became. Mexico get themselves a red card. I didn't even see that phase of play. I just saw that Mexico got a red card, and eh, the game just I just started laughing at that point, bro, because some of the football I was seeing, it was hilarious, bro, because hey, listen, is what it is, man. The World Cup is back, bro. The World Cup is back, and listen, I'm gassed for it. Gonna be watching, gonna be reviewing a couple of games. Obviously, I was gonna do a prediction, like a tournament predictor for the World Cup. I feel like it's a bit too late for that. What am I picking to win the World Cup? I'm picking France to win the World Cup, in case anyone is wondering. And listen, a lot of people have been asking for season reviews for Arsenal. Um, there's gonna be Arsenal related videos coming up next week. There's definitely gonna be Arsenal videos coming up next week. I'm not gonna do a season review, but I'm gonna do a couple of Arsenal videos next week for the people who've been asking. But regardless, the World Cup is back. Big up Mexico and big up South Africa. Listen, South Africa, bro. Listen, if anyone was watching that game today, yeah, I'm sure many people were. There was a lot of talent on that. If you guys saw when the camera zoomed into the stands, I mean, there's that famous Afrobeats artist. She's bad as well, man. But anyway, hey, bro, what are we doing over here, man? Regardless, end the video, man. Big up everyone as always. Love.